The following presentation of the National Football League.
Personnel is out. Everyone's ready to get this one going. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. They're led out by a QB who made his starting debut all the way back in 2012. You weren't so playing then, were you, Brock? He's found plenty of touchdowns since then. It's Kirk Cousins.
Well over a decade has started in this league, and Kirk Cousins put up some prolific numbers. The thing that's eluded him, despite all the stats, are those playoff opportunities and those marquee postseason victories. I think Kirk, his family, and everybody rooting for him. It's the final chapters of his career that contains some of those. No real secret. They were going to get him and his hype involved early there, Kate. The secret was, how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical, and that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
This is a heater going deep. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch, and things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Man downfield, and he finds London. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
At the 41-yard line.
It's Cousins once more. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down.
Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that's a Falcon first down.
First down. 38 yards on the play.
From the red zone now. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. Falcons take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Drake London with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position. And it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know.
His first throw is an interception. Jordan Fuller comes up with it. And the Falcons have it at the 35-yard line following the turnover. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Throwing his Cousins. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
3rd and long for him here. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons drive out to an early 14-0 lead. To kick it away, here's Pinion. He fields it from the 8. Things going well so far. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the 2nd time this game. And a big setback for them to overcome early, Brock, giving them points off that interception. And for a quarterback, a tough way to start the game as well. They got to shake that off.
Yeah, but this is where you really do start to see just the cream of the crop. The quarterbacks that are the best in this league flush, no matter what the circumstances are. But especially the negative ones, you flush them away and you go persevere.
It is cut left side. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. This play goes for 36. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Fred McDuffie in to pick it off. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
The Chiefs' offense out to take over. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here.
Down.
Airing it out to start this drive. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Falcons get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Going right side, Robinson with it. Down to the 10. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Well, if I know running backs, Kate, I think I do after all these years. This is not a want the next touch. This is a need, a demand for the next. Go get that fruit from that seed that you just planted at the 1.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Coup on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons double their lead to 14.
Chiefs 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Fields this one at the 3. Escapes a defender. Still moving. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Chiefs headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there 1 play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Connects on the crosser. Keeps himself upright. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 1-score game in the first half. Kicking team out to try the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
21. Chiefs 14.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. McCloud now returning it. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Falcons and receiver Darnell Mooney headed out there now. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this.
He's got it at the 30. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow their lead just before halftime. Koo on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons double their lead to 14.
Chiefs 14. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Returning it from the 4. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
They're going to try and throw it here. Cut out left. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Chiefs first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Black set.
He's going to throw it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Falcons get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
At the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, Cousins. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
It needs to 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Nice gain left side. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31.
And the Falcons first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. DJ Chark there for the catch. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and goal.
Robinson crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21.
Chiefs 14. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Chiefs taking over now, real late in this opening half. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off that deficit. He beams one deep right side. Brought in inside the 20. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs chop some of the lead off before the half.
The kicker on for the extra point.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs get it back to a 14-point game.
Chiefs 21.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. McLeod now returning it. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Falcons and receiver Darnell Mooney headed out there now. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So second down coming up. Now it's Cousins. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Extra point by Q is up and good. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21.
42. Chiefs 21. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Returning it from the 4. Launches another stop. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He'll throw it. He throws a bullet deep to the right side, and they pick him off again. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are stopped on that return, so that interception's going to be the final play of this opening half. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest. So in the interest of time, we'll bypass the halftime break and resume play with the third quarter.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Starting from the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The Chiefs are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. It's a big strike to Hill. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs get it back to a 14-point game.
42. Chiefs 28.
The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. Here's Agnew on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons and receiver Darnell Mooney headed out there now. Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up second down. To the air, Cousins. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
They connect on the deep shot. And he is hauled down right at that midfield strike. They strike for 23 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Play action now for Cousins.
First down.
Mooney downfield, and he has it. And they make the tackle at the 38. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 38.
Cousins to throw once again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing on 3rd, Cousins. Sends this to the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. And the Chiefs can only get the return up towards the 10 before they're taken down.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend.
Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Hits the 20. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
42. Chiefs 35.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Agnew on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. The Falcons and receiver Darnell Mooney headed out there now. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Nabbed along the sideline by Mooney. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47.
Shotgun snap now to Cousins. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10. Cousins. And it is knocked away. Shot to the end zone. Answered there by a strong defensive effort. 2nd down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Falcons lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Coup with the extra point. And the Falcons double their lead to 14.
49. Chiefs 35. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Return coming from the 6. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series.
Here we go.
1st and 10, they're going to throw. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
For number 86, incomplete. It's 2nd down and
Ready,
10.
ready. Black 40.
Back to throw. Throw left side, complete. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
He puts some juice on a deep throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jordan Fuller comes up with it. And the Falcons get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. First down throw for Cousins. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off by Christian Fulton. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Let's go now. 45. White.
He'll look to throw. That's incomplete on second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
This finds its target. That's Hill. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops.
And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs now within one score in the fourth. Here are the Chiefs facing a massive two-point try.
Here we go. Here we go.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone to make this a one-score game in the fourth quarter.
Quarterback's best friend, big targets in the red zone. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
McLeod now returning it. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Falcons and receiver Darnell Mooney headed out there now. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over.